Let's put that work in. Once again, I had to hit the button. I'm just talking to the phone, didn't hit the button. Boy, I tell you, that's how I know this time. It's on us. We shouldn't be hitting no buttons. It should just automatically be, you know what I'm talking about? It's time. Let's put that work in, beloved. Put that work in. All right. Now, pay attention. Evidence. For the evidence. All right. We just paid our taxes. Me and you collectively. We just paid our taxes. And as you see, they got it wrong. They say, hey, tax you owed when you file your return. Yeah? Nah, that ain't what I owe. No. That is not what I owed on my taxes. This is let me get it here. Where the thing? There we go. See that right there? What'd that say? What'd that say? Huh? Correct. Now, what did it say? See what they try to do? It wasn't no month late. I paid it in the next month. I got the tax paperwork that month. And the 5th, I paid it this month. It wasn't late. Wasn't 2 months late, nothing. Okay. I paid that much, what I was supposed to pay. That's what it's on my thing, my form. That's the receipt I have. That's how much I paid. It'll line up with that. It was not this amount with the Treasury or whoever lying about it. So I do not owe $10.69. That's BS. Okay. Because it was not this, it was never this amount. You see, I need you to think about that. Why do I just owe you $10.69? Beloved, pay attention. Pay attention. How can I just owe you $10.69 when my tax to pay, and I never would have to pay for no reason above 500. So I really don't know. These past 3 years, I've been paying 600, 700. See what I'm talking about? This is what I paid them. Now you help me. That's what I paid them. So if they're saying this is how much that I'm supposed to pay, how are they getting this is how much I owe them? Somebody help me out. Somebody help me out. That don't even correlate, do it. Do it. Look at how much they say I owe them, which I didn't. This is not what I went to H&R Block and did. I never had to pay this amount for nothing. See what I'm talking about? But I can tell you where this came from now. I'm gonna show you. 4 years ago when I was on YouTube and that business got monetized, right? And somebody ran off with that business, they had to pay them taxes on that because I did have the LLC and all that stuff. You see what I'm saying? But I stopped paying and I stopped the business myself. I even canceled it, but the people kept it going. And every year they would send me tax pay stuff for it to pay that stuff. And I was like, nah, but they would try to confuse it with my personal shit and that business because they got the name and the social security number. Everybody understand it? All right, down. Now, government took my money, all right? And the money they took, they schemed off my money in the military. I owed them back a little back pay, which I'm done paying them for when I got married, crossed married. I got divorced and then I got married. And so they didn't did the paperwork and everything, but they messed it up on purpose because the government will do that just to have a reason to take your money. All right. So they allowed the wife that I married twice, they allowed her to use an old power of attorney. All right. I remember 2005. They allowed her to use that power of attorney because the government at that time didn't like me anyway, especially the Democrat side. All right. I'll just be honest with you when they was in. All right. She's from Louisiana. All right. Now, I'm down there by Florida and all that stuff. So all the government, they got in on this and they seen what she did. And like, oh, man, how we let her do it? So you got to understand, it hurt them if it comes out that, yeah, we gave your ex-wife who says she was your wife and said you passed away, came in there with documents, came in there with a fake person and everything. We sit up there and gave her that $450,000. See how it go? You still alive. She used some of that money to kill you, her and her daughter. You see what I'm talking about? Her daughter had a baby in Killeen. You wondering why you getting gang stalked and da. Because her daughter had a baby in Killeen by a young man back in the day when you two were married. You never knew who these people were, but they were prominent in the town, And so you wondering why all the gang stalked, because they was connected like that. And because the stepfather, who did nothing for that child, but caused confusion while me and her was married, because when I was in the military, the stepfather being a lieutenant colonel in the reserves. Everybody understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. So because when we divorced and I'm not going back and you married twice, let me go collude with the person who got military, see how I go, power and stuff. Yeah. I'll lie to him, do all this stuff, say whatever. He touched my daughter, all this stuff. All of them. You see how I go? You know what I'm saying? And so, why you say that? Because they know they ain't peed all in my cornflake, right? And they ain't try to get it right or nothing and doing it. So, look, hello, U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs wants to better understand the needs of the veterans and their families. But they've been watching me this whole time. Before this, sending this, they would send, last year, sending vouchers for go on posts and 15-20%. I took them. Yeah, I did. But because it was just a claim and acknowledge, yeah, we know one side saying, yeah, these people messing you up. That's what it was saying. And like, somebody on a lower level got power and know what they're doing and just, hey, let me try to do a little bit, help this person out because he don't deserve this. But I can't do so much because I don't want to lose my job. Y'all understand how that go. This is how this stuff going, right? Now, next one. AARP. AARP is mad because I will not, it's for older people and they're falling. And one of the nemesis, I don't know what Shaq is to me. All right. I don't know him and them other grayback monsters. They're kinfolk or whatever. They got in that little car, looking like Great Ape and stuff and, clowning and stuff. But now they're hurting. AARP did go with them, back in the past. I felt I should have easily got my insurance and I knew I would have good and my insurance were good, but they know they were scheming and funking and playing that game too with them brothers or family or whatever, right? And so when I disconnected, counseled and everything, these people come back on my computer, we renewed your account and do this, You see what I'm talking about? Not wanting to let go. Right? So they're back doing this stuff, talking about quote, but what they doing now, they got mad. Well, we'll just send these inquiries. And a lot of insurance companies did that. The ones I did play to, that can do that, go in my, and should be able to leave inquiries for sure. Allstate, I tried them. State Farm, I think it's State Farm. Yeah. Wanted to get a quote for them, got one. And it was an offshoot one. See what I'm talking about? But they know these inquiries do what? They go on your report, bring your credit down and all that. But we good because from what I heard, if it's true, don't know, next month, the fight, it is true because heard it on the news and then the young lady, beautiful young lady with the freckles come on and she gives them that. So we don't be concerned, but just showing you this though, this is the way that power elites, when they want to shut you down, shut you up, this is what they're going to do. This is for my Jedis out there, okay? Don't get all combined. No, just do what you're doing right here. Find a way and fight power with power. Shame the devil. Put it in their face. You know what I'm saying? Now, I did this video to show. I did that video to show you why out on the chain going to. Just took off my head. Why out on the chain going to these running up there to the police and telling them they know they fuck know they work for them. You see what I'm talking about? They work for them. So and then love to get you in court to try to fight. Then they draw your money. You ain't got no money to be fighting these people and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Draw them fight. You see what they doing to Diddy? You don't know? Wait them out. Him money. You see what I'm talking about? That's what they do. And I'm not trying to defend Diddy or anybody else that's in there, but that's what they do. Especially on the taxes. They'll like the beloved said, look at all our prominent beloved ones that passed away back in the day. Tax issues. They're dying with tax issues. Outspoken. Look at Red Fox. Outspoken. On their platforms. See what I'm talking about? So I love you. Y'all stay down. We stay fighting. Jedi up.